Good day everyone, I'm Margie Lutrago, Bless 3E. I am going to discuss Chapter 3, Selecting the Research Method. The key of good descriptive research is knowing exactly what you want to measure and selecting a survey method in which every respondent is willing to cooperate and capable of giving you complete and accurate information efficiently. By Joe Ottavini. There is a distinction to be made between basic and applied research. For basic research, there are desire to expand knowledge, curiosity-driven, intended to answer why, what, or how questions, increase understanding of fundamental principles, does not have immediate commercial objectives. It may not necessarily result in an invention or a solution to a practical problem. For applied research, a new knowledge acquired has specific commercial objectives, products, procedures, or services, and answer specific questions aimed to solving practical problems. Action research. For action research, there are planning stage, acting stage, developing stage, and reflecting stage. For planning stage, there are identifying and limiting the topic, gathering information, reviewing related literature, developing a research plan. And for acting stage, there are collecting data, analyzing data. And for developing stage, there is developing an action plan. And last one, for reflecting stage, there are sharing and communicating results and reflecting on the process. Evidence-based research can be defined as the use of prior research in a systematic and transparent way to inform a new study so that it is answering questions that matter in a valid, efficient, and accessible manner. Evaluative research. Evaluative research is the type of research study in which the researcher investigates about a program, practice, policy, etc., and how well it has been working or functioning. In addition to having to decide whether one's research will be primarily basic or applied, the researcher must determine whether it will be quantitative or qualitative in nature. For qualitative, there are study of everyday life, acknowledges intersubjectivity of research, interpretivist. For methods, there are observation, interviews, visual analysis, and focus groups. For quantitative, there are study of large-scale patterns, assumes research objectivity. Positivist. For the methods, there are surveys, scales, and databases. Specific research methods. Having to decide on the general approach to be taken in the research study, the researcher must next identify one or more specific methods that he or she wishes to employ to gather the necessary data. Survey research. The research strategy where one collects data from all or part of a population to assess the relative incidence, distribution, and interrelations of naturally occurring variables. Experimental research answers the question, what if? The researcher manipulates independent variables, type of treatment, teaching methods, communication strategy, and measures dependent variables, anxiety level, English comprehension, satisfaction, in order to establish cause and effect relationships between them. The independent variables is controlled or set by the researcher. The dependent variable is measured by the researcher. An experiment is a prescribed set of conditions which permit measurement of the effects of a particular treatment. Historical research. Isaac and Michael describe the purpose of historical research as one of reconstructing the past systematically and objectively by collecting, evaluating, verifying, and synthesizing evidence to establish facts and reach defensible operations research. According to O'Neill, the standard approach to applying operations research includes the following steps: formulating the problem, constructing a mathematical model to represent the system under study, and last is deriving a solution from the model. Case study. The case study is a specific field or qualitative research method and is an investigation of phenomena as they occur without any significant intervention of the investigators. Delphi study. The Delphi study or technique is a procedure using sequential questionnaires by which the opinions of experts can be brought to bear on issues that are essentially non-factual. Ethics research. Ethics are in fact of importance to all kinds of social and behavioral research, especially when the research involves human subjects. General guidelines. Guidelines for LIS professionals. Although LIS has imported methodologies from other disciplines, it has not turned its attention to research ethics to the extent of the fields it borrows. Ethics for research on the Internet. Internet ethics is the moral principles that guide the use of Internet, the do's and don'ts. It can also be defined as rules and regulation an Internet users must abide with. And last is scientific and research misconduct. Scientific misconduct is the violation of the standard codes of scholarly conduct and ethical behavior in the publication of professional scientific research. And that's all for this chapter. Thank you and God bless us all.